Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
KVJ Show podcast, precious show.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, hello. Here we go with a Tuesday KVJ show past Halloween. So Mariah Carey's already kicking off the holiday season, trying to get you to download her song again so she makes a couple more million this holiday.
She's no dummy.
Yeah. It's kind of her big thing. So here we go, man. I mean, it will fully ramp into Christmas like right away. It's like they've grouped Thanksgiving and Christmas all together. So it's going to be all over the place. You're going to see a lot of that. Today is Dia de los Muertos. So today is the Day of the Dead. And so it's Tuesday. If you want tacos and tequila, there's going to be a whole bunch of great places to go out.
Rice day too, right? Mix a little rice.
Kicking
Rice
off Rice
month.
Month. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Get some rice with you.
Yeah.
Mexican rice.
You could. Yeah, you could.
I
Make
like
that
a
part
little
of it.
rice in my taco.
Yeah.
I always get, you can do, they offer that at Taco Bell a lot now. They didn't used to back in the day, but in olden times, I always get rice in my tacos.
I don't think rice gets as much publicity as Dia de los Muertos, though.
I fucking love rice.
Well, that's why we need Rice Appreciation Month.
Yeah, I guess so. They're trying to get it going.
Give rice its due.
Yeah.
Can you eat, you can't eat rice, can you?
No,
on
it's not a keto thing. No, the only thing that you do is they make a cauliflower rice. So they make something that's a knockoff using cauliflower.
Oh, sounds great.
Yeah. That's all you can do, man.
I like cauliflower rice.
I know. You cauliflower fucks are always emailing me. Bird, you gotta try the cauliflower pizza. It's better than the. Okay. And Halo ice cream's better too, right?
Nothing's better than the real thing, but
Nothing's better than the real thing.
it is better than being a fat ass.
I don't know. Becoming a fat ass is fun. Then you're right. When you wake up, you go, oh, fuck, I'm fat again.
Yeah,
That's when it
it's
sucks.
very sad.
The ride, though, baby.
Yeah.
The ride. I lost some weight. I'm
Get ready to go, huh?
I'm gonna fuck up some food today, baby.
Okay. What you gonna get today?
I think Kevin's been getting me all wet and bothered over here with these tacos.
You literally ordered a bunch of food last night and you didn't get.
Oh.
Which kind of feels like a scam to me.
I feel like my Uber Eats driver ate my corn nuggets. I do.
Corn nuggets and French fries he was shorted.
Damn.
What are the easiest things to snatch out of a dude's meal and make sure that he doesn't realize until it's too late and then blame the restaurant?
It took an
Yeah.
hour and a half for them to get Pollo Tropical to me.
Because he stopped to eat your food.
Fucking didn't give me any of my sides, none of my sauces, and my order was wrong. Oh, I was reeling.
That's a lot to have to deal with.
Well, because there was no food left from my party, and I hadn't had time to go to the store yet, and I had to do trick-or-treating. So I did the trick-or-treating, and I was working up an appetite. I'm going, all right, I'll get this food going. It'll be nice and cozy. It's now after 10 p. The food's not there yet.
You need to go to bed at this point.
Why no?
You're waiting for some chicken that may not show.
But then I'm waiting. Then I get the food after 10, and now I'm pissed because it's wrong, so I can't go to bed.
Did the guy that dropped it off, did he look like the kind of guy that would eat your corn nuggets and French fries?
He immediately went into, call the restaurant. They fucked it up. I just grabbed the bag. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, do you see that not enough out werewolf?
Yeah, somebody was trick-or-treating in their neighborhood, and they said, look, we found another one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's another. That's the same kind you have, right?
A fancy one.
I can't believe how many KVJ Nationers live either on my street or on my block. I met so many people last night. So many people that I didn't even know were in my neighborhood.
Well, now you
Okay.
put a beacon out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Kimberly sent that in. Another 9.5-foot tall werewolf.
She's nice.
And Simeon sent this in. Looked similar to what you had. You talked about the M&Ms. They had two little M&Ms that are holding up candy trays.
Where did they get those at?
Don't know.
I wonder if they bought those in Lake Park, because those two were available, and I almost got one of those.
Okay.
If you want to email
Those were priced very expensive, though.
How much you going to pay for that?
I wasn't gonna.
What was the price?
The price they were paying for one of the, and they're different per color. But the one I wanted, they were asking for $350 for it.
$350.
It's just too much money. And the M&M one I have,
Yeah.
which is bigger and better.
Yeah.
I paid way less for that.
Yeah, you got a better deal. That's not worth $350.
And that's the fun about trying to find stuff. It's the hunt. Because you're right.
Okay.
The hunt combined with the deal.
Exactly.
You don't want to hunt and then overpay.
Hell no.
But if you can hunt and find a deal, girl, you are mansplaining shopping to me.
That right there, M&M is to me not worth $350.
No. That's barely worth $150. That's not impressive.
I would go no higher than a $125 on that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the toy game, though, huh?
Yeah. Just
Gotta know your values.
The collectible game. It was worth every penny. Putting all that stuff out there, the kids were fucking losing their minds. Between the werewolf, the M&M guy, and then the Sour Patch Kid, these kids were shitting themselves with happiness.
You got an A for Halloween.
I got an A for Halloween.
You did. Yeah. Your party was going off with those decorations.
It is nice to celebrate just holidays in general. And I was thinking, do I want to go all in for Thanksgiving? I kind of don't like Thanksgiving, but I got to change the attitude. Maybe go in with a better attitude and try to like Thanksgiving and make it fun.
I gotta tell you, Thanksgiving is kind of freaking boring, though. What do you put up, pilgrims? Like, is anybody get excited
Pilgrims
about
and turkeys. Nothing is more fun to decorate than
pilgrims
Halloween.
get you excited when you see pilgrims? Be like, I mean, is anybody like,
No.
I fucking love pilgrims.
Thanksgiving.
Does anybody ever say that?
No.
Do you think they have a 9.5-foot pilgrim?
Fuck no.
Do you want that?
Fuck no.
No.
I don't know.
He's excited about pilgrims.
If he got a deal, he would want that, actually.
She's not lying. I would like a 9.5.
Would you really?
Yeah, I want 9.5 feet. I think, Kevin. It just looks so.
What's cooler, a
impressive.
9.5 foot tall werewolf or a 9.5 foot tall pilgrim?
Oh, it's Santa Claus.
werewolf.
The werewolf.
Definitely.
But she just knows I like it goofy and I like it big.
And Halloween is the best holiday to decorate for. Fight me.
I'm going all in on dinosaurs right now. So maybe I make Thanksgiving my dinosaur month. You can't find any dinosaurs for sale right now.
Is Halloween better to decorate than Christmas?
Definitely.
For me, yes. But there's going to be some other people who love Christmas way more.
I get it, and I understand the appeal of Christmas. No slight to baby Jesus and his birthday, but I think Halloween has just so much more depth and dimension and spooky and creative, and I just love Halloween decor.
You really could, though. I mean, you could go ape shit for Christmas, and you could even.
What if you got a 9.5 foot tall Santa?
That's bad, and they do.
Is his nose like his cheeks light up?
There's a huge one for sale at Home Depot right now. Someone stopped and told me I'd never met him before. Goes, hey, I just want to let you know they got a big ass Santa Claus to match your wolf at Home Depot. And I'm like, oh shit! So I went to Home Depot and I saw it. It's one of them big floaty ones, the inflatable. It's massive. It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's up there. I don't love it as much as the werewolf, but it's a fuck yeah Santa.
Hey, Suits, we'll have you do a KVJ TV poll. What is the better holiday to decorate for? Virginia says it's Halloween. Is it Halloween or Christmas?
You could also mix Halloween, the darkness of a Halloween, with Christmas. If you're a fucker like me, you like creepy with Christmas as well.
Do like a nativity scene and make that demon baby the baby Jesus.
Damn, that's your girl. Have fun with them emails, Kevin.
He backed away.
He's like, nah, I gotta go there.
Making Jesus a demon? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
A lot.
Let me see. We got some emails here as well. You sent to us, mail@kvjshow.com. Talking about evil and murder. James has said, Jaybird, have you heard or seen the documentary on the California highway killer on Discovery Plus?
I have.
I am floored. He's right up there with Richard Ramirez and ruthlessness. You hear him actually describe what he would do to the kids he killed, and he recruited people to help him. Insane.
It's crazy how many serial killer stories that are pretty horrific. They never got the publicity, and I think now what they're doing is they're finding all those stories and bringing them out. Because
he recruited people to help him?
That's happened in quite a few cases.
That is horrifying.
It's some of these. It's just twisted. Some of these minds of murderers that are out there. I just even was looking at the story. They had a break in that case. I think it was in Indiana. The 2 teenage girls that were killed. They had camera footage of a guy that was on there, and they went with it. They thought it was somebody that was in the community. They had audio of him, and they put together. They made an arrest of this guy that worked at a CVS. It was right in town, and I guess right after the girls went missing, the mom had gone into the CVS and used him to help put together posters looking for the girls.
Wow.
It was so creepy. There's a footage on one of the girls' phones with him. I guess she filmed it or something.
She did, yeah.
He's walking. They're in front of him, and all you see is him, and all he says is, "Get down that hill." It's creepy.
Yeah, it's like the last thing that's
Oh my
on
gosh.
I saw that last. I hadn't heard of that story. I saw it last night.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's
Weirded
just,
me
but
out.
it's that twisted nature, you know.
Yep.
And I think he was like right there, and be, oh, let me help with the search, and yeah, right.
That fuck
Twisted,
face.
man. Twisted stuff. It is. Heidi sending in an email, just kind of calling out. We were talking about that Live Golf Tournament. Wrapped up their season over the weekend in Doral at Trump's course there. And apparently it was quite a throwdown. They had Nelly performing live on Saturday. The Chainsmokers were out there on Sunday, handing out $50 million to all these golfers. Just money, 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 money. And she said, you know, it just really kind of sickens me, this whole story, and I don't think that it gets enough attention. She said, I'd sent you an email regarding the execution of 81 people in Saudi Arabia for human rights violations. You know, these golfers taking this money, I mean, this really is just blood money from the sovereign nation of Saudi Arabia. It's disgusting and immoral. That's really the big fight about it. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, just don't like that. She said, you know, you're basically selling your soul to the devil here. You know, you guys are just talking about the people taking the cash and the human rights violations in their country. They've always treated women as less than zero. They're one of the last countries to even let women be able to drive, you know, and the arranged marriages. They're just so backwards, it's not even funny. So I just want everybody to know the truth. Yeah, it really is. And there are some golfers that, you know, are standing their ground. And they're really, when you compare it, they're making peanuts in the PGA. They really are comparatively
Totally.
making peanuts, almost literal peanuts.
It's ridiculous, the price difference on what they're paying.
And some are just saying, yeah, nothing's worth. My conscience isn't worth money to me.
It's turned political too. The whole thing really has turned political.
Oh, has
Yeah.
it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything turns political now.
Well,
It's
you
fucking
know,
ridiculous.
you think of everything you got. I mean, you know, when you have your last tournament at Trump's course in Doral, so you've got, you know, political leanings in there. The Saudis were a big thing where Biden had gone over not too long ago to try to ask them to up oil production to lower the prices, and they said, fuck you, and did the exact opposite. So, you know, so there's a lot of little things like that.
And
that
other
tie
people
in.
are calling the people that are complaining hypocrites because, well, what about this corporation that you support? They do this and blah, blah, blah. So it's nothing but mudslinging and yelling and
Well, that's what
pointing
it is.
fingers.
When somebody points a finger at you, you try to point two back at them.
Gotcha.
And that's really what the nature of all this stuff is.
Someone had something where there was a celebrity calling them out, and then the person did the research and then threw it back in the celebrity's face of all the people they support, and the people they supported did A, B, and C. That was terrible. So they're going, you're a fucking hypocrite, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm going to shut off Twitter.
Yeah, that's it. You know,
Twitter is loud.
Or just social media in general, where everyone's just, fuck you, I'm right. No, you fuck your mother, she's wrong.
well, it's one of those things where I think everybody tries to simplify issues. I don't know that there's any issue that ever exists that is simple. They all have many layers. And that's really what it is. And then you get lost in the, okay, wait, who's what?
You get lost, and then everyone's pissing and moaning and fighting, and
right.
you're right. And most people don't know everything either.
Yeah. And that's why, you know, hey, it's up to you. The question is, what would you do? And I definitely be doing a much deeper dive into it. And some people are like, you know, they can justify it and they don't think it's a big deal. And I'm sure there are ways that they can say, oh, it's not that bad.
Money just makes people insane.
I mean, it would be scary because I would be very tempted to take the money. I would probably take the money.
Are you allowed to go over there because you're a woman?
But that's the thing. They don't want to give me the money, probably. They're not giving this money to the LPGA.
Yeah.
The people that take it watch over the next few years, like what happens to their karma.
Oh, fuck
watch,
this,
because
Virginia.
you never know. I mean, maybe it is blood money, and maybe there is karmic consequences for taking the money. I too would be very tempted to take the money, but then do you live and think, okay, now I have this blood money black cloud?
Unfortunately, I just don't think karma works out like humans want it. We want everything to be the movie that has a beginning, middle, and an end with the bad guy gets it right. I don't know if that's always the case, and if it is the case, I don't know if we always will see it.
But if you can look at these guys that took the money and, like, say 5 years down the line, you can go, okay, this one had a big tragedy, this one had a tragedy, this one had a tragedy, this one had an accident or drama. If that plays out that way, then I would be like, wow.
For that to work, that means every situation that the person took the money, it would have to fuck them up. Karma, and you know that's just numbers alone.
Or even if just 80% of them.
It's still that your argument's flawed.
Terrible karma.
Your argument's flawed at that point. That's just life at that point.
I don't know. Compare them to the guys that didn't take it.
Do I want karma to be real? Of course I do. But I've seen too many bad things happen to innocent people where karma it doesn't. And I know people will say, well, maybe the karma was that person was living with the guilt and all that. No, I know the karma you speak of, and I wish it existed. And I just don't think it does, unfortunately. I want it to.
Yeah. I see a lot of terrible people in life that are just crushing it. It's just
and they die crushing it, and they don't go
it's
to the
nothing
exactly.
but good news,
Yeah.
just great times, and it's terrible people.
They're sucking and smiling.
They just are. It's just going so well for them.
I mean, I want to believe in that because you know me, I like mystical shit, but I just don't think it works that way, unfortunately.
They're dancing on the necks of others.
Yeah, they are. And they're doing great with it. Yeah.
And maybe it's a karma we don't see on this plane.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
Could be.
earthly, like the way you're describing it, oh, your car's going to fall off, and then your wheels are going to fall off your car, and you're going to get into an accident, and you're going to lose all your money. I don't know if it works that way.
Mm-hmm. Then you catch up with it somewhere else.
I'm open to other plane karma.
I am too. Absolutely. Well, if this exists, this is weird being on Earth, in my opinion. Floating ball, we just kind of show up here. It's an odd situation. So if this is possible, why is it impossible for another weird dimension to be there?
Are we high?
I think I am.
Denny's, I need you to come in here and tell us if we're high or
I
not.
think I am.
Did you bring some of them weed cupcakes from your party?
No.
Do you have any of those left? Somebody asked me.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you separate the weed cupcakes from the regular cupcakes?
It's a mixed bag right now. I'm not sure what is what.
Oh my gosh.
But you know, it's a
You
fun.
don't know which is which.
It's a fun game for the bird to play.
So you just pop a cupcake and see the ride.
Fuck it.
Just see where it takes you.
I got no one on my ass to tell me what to do. It's great.
You're right.
I can eat a weed cupcake thinking it's not, or vice versa, and ain't no one can tell me shit.
Because 9.5-foot werewolves don't say shit about you eating weed cupcakes.
Amen. Usually married people don't have 9.5-foot werewolves.
It's true.
There's going to be a fight if that kind of a purchase is suggested.
Imagine if Kevin went to Home Depot by himself and just on a whim, hey, Queen, I bought a 9.5-foot werewolf. Here it is. What does she say to that?
All right, it'd be back in 10 minutes.
She make you return it.
What's he doing?
I hope you kept the receipt.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you buying,
What are you
Kevin?
doing? I got an email here from David. He said, I want to reach out and see if I am the jerk. Said, I got 2 young kids. I live in Asheville, North Carolina. My mother-in-law lives in St. Louis, and she visits often, but insists on staying in our small home. And when she does, it's about 4 weeks on each visit.
Whoa, 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That is right there not cool.
Said, I love her, but she has a lot of narcissistic tendencies and passive-aggressive behavior stemming from childhood trauma. My wife is not a fan of her mother staying this long either, but has not said anything. We are both people pleasers. I finally had enough, and I pressured my wife to let her mother know that she cannot stay for these extended periods of time, and if she wants to, she has to get an Airbnb. Well, she started tearing up when my wife told her, and I feel terrible. Am I the jerk? I know Kevin's mother-in-law lives with him and would love some advice on how to handle this situation. The tough thing about it is my mother-in-law is very unobtrusive. She's got her little area of the house, and you really don't see her often. Every now and then she'll pop out and she do a real quick lap, and she's right back in there. And so
that's easy to live with.
Yeah, and that's not it. She doesn't ever step on my feet, and we don't have any kind of issues.
She's not narcissistic.
No.
She's the opposite.
Right. Now, if you had that and somebody were knocking you off your game and making life miserable, then you'd have to have a conversation. I think sometimes you just got to level with some people, and unfortunately, you don't ever want to see anybody cry or hurt anyone's feelings.
No.
But at the same time, it's not right and it's not fair for you to feel that way. And I would probably start the discussion is to say, hey, look, this is a lot of time to be together, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but you make comments and things happen, and it makes it challenging for us, here. And so these are some of the problems. So we need to come up with a solution because it puts us out.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I hate hurting people's feelings too. And I think a lot of times, sometimes we put so much on hurt feelings. It's okay every now and then to have your feelings hurt, because that is when you learn. You grow and get better in life if you get kind of knocked off that horse and your feelings are hurt. I think sometimes you're like, oh, I hurt someone's feelings. It's okay. As long as you're not being such a fuck face and you're not abusive, you're not doing it all the time. If you're being honest and speaking from the heart, sometimes cracked eggs have to happen.
Yeah.
It's life.
And you can say this gently to her, but you just need to tell her, look, 4 weeks is a long time. And sometimes you come off a little bit narcissistic or aggressive or controlling or whatever. Like, 4 weeks is a lot. I think 4 days is too much. Three days is perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you ever should be an asshole or mean to somebody, but I do think sometimes we kind of pause or we don't deal with something because someone's feelings might get hurt. And that, I don't know if that's always fair, especially if you are kind of leading with kindness and they still get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
It's kind of life.
It is life, and you should not have to ever be a doormat. You can lead the conversation with love, and you can say what you need to say, and if they don't take it well, then sometimes that's just on them. And some people will never take anything well.
You're right.
You're right.
They're my family in Rhode Island.
But you can say what you need to say with love and kindness. You can't, and I know they said they're people pleasers, but look where being a people pleaser got you.
Yeah.
Now you're miserable in your own home for a damn month.
I'm sure you've had your feelings hurt before, Virginia, and you felt terrible.
By you, yes, I have.
Fuck that.
So many times.
Yeah.
I cried, Kevin.
Yeah, okay. My point is, you made it. You're okay. You're doing great. You're killing it, baby.
Sometimes people got to be critiqued because they're doing something wrong.
Well, if someone's in your personal space and fucking up your house, and that's rough. That's tough to do. Deal with.
But you can come to her with love, and you can let her daughter do it. I think he should stay out of it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because it's not your mama, it's her mama. Let her do it without you there.
Right. That is definitely the way to handle. Always let them handle their own parents. But you definitely have a right to step up and say something when it's trampling on you.
What's annoying is dealing with all that.
I know.
That's not just a 1, 2, 3 and you're out.
No.
You gotta, I'm sorry. It's going to be all right.
It is. It's going to be a process because now you're going to hurt her feelings. You're going to have to come back around and you apologize, and it's going to be damaged for a little bit. Like, this is not just going to be, okay, cool.
Right. Yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, you're not the jerk.
I feel good. I think we nailed it, guys.
Tyler said you were talking about what we're no longer in the golden age of, and he said, I'm only 24, but I already know that we are not in the golden age of dating. That is interesting, and I don't know what you would say the golden age of dating is and what makes it a golden age. It's a different age. Is it worse? I talk to my daughter a lot. She's in the dating game. She's 24, and she talks a little bit about the dating apps. She said the dating apps is nothing but just like hookup. It's all based on just the physical, and people are choosing you for only how you look, and that's all that really is. And she was the one that was telling me, because I had seen that a lot of young singles are using Instagram now, that is the best way to hook up, because you're finding common ground, commonalities that you like. It's easy enough to say, hey, I saw that you like that, and you can kind of have an opening line. And she said if you do something that's kind of entertaining or witty,
cute,
then that's a good way to kind of like lead into it. You jump into somebody's DMs or leave a comment like that, and then that's how you kind of strike up a conversation, and then you go from there.
It's not too aggressively sexual quick.
Yeah, and my daughter was showing me, she's like, oh, I get so many dick pictures all the time.
Ugh.
And it is tough.
So stupid.
It's a different game, because, sometimes that's put forward where it's like, hey, we're just going to do something carnal, and it's not so much about, okay, I want to, if that stuff happens, great, but I want to get with somebody that I can spend time with, have fun with, have a relationship with. And now, too often, I think she's just saying that the sex is put first.
Gotcha.
And the relationship it may never happen.
I got some advice, because somebody slid into my DMs, and they wanted to go out and do something. And so, you're all right, you go to all the pictures. Mm-hmm. Every fucking picture was of her cat, and not the good kind, her pet. You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Why would she? What was the?
There's no pictures of her. It's just all of her pet cat.
If you're trying to attract guys, that's not how you do it. Put your other cat up there.
I'm not saying don't have cat pictures, but you really do need to kind of show what you look like.
Yeah.
In the dating world.
I think my daughter's doing DM do's and don'ts now, like on her TikTok.
Okay.
That's a DM don't.
Yeah, and so you ought to send that to her, because she could use that, because that's the kind of stuff she's putting together is just from her and all of her friends. She said there's just so many people doing it so wrong. And how do you not know?
Well, how do I know you're not a fucking serial killer? Like, I have no idea I can't judge anything. I can only judge your cat's eyes.
And you think this would be self-explanatory. You think that you wouldn't have to tell a girl to put pictures of herself on her Instagram, not her pet.
Yeah.
Because it's like, duh.
I'm not trying to be, I'm really not.
I know.
This is one of those times where I'm critiquing.
I agree with you.
Your feelings, but
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that maybe this girl is insecure or doesn't feel like she's cute enough, but you are. You just put pictures of yourself on there so people can see what you look like if you're looking to date on the gram.
Whatever the case is, it's not a very good strategy for dating. I don't think if you're going to date, I think people want to see who you are. They just do. It's part of.
Totally.
I wish I could go, oh, your cat pictures and the words sucked me in, but no, you didn't.
Mm-hmm. I got somebody here looking for a little love advice. Dating a new guy. He's 39. I'm 50. We're in the early phase, but so much fun.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it, Cougs.
We've been talking about me staying over, and I'm nervous because it's all kind of new to me. I've been married a long time, so it's been a while since I've been in this situation. So my question from a guy's perspective, what are annoying things like when a girl stays over? I think she's looking to stay out of any kind of obnoxious little traps that she might do, because it's been a while and she wants to put her best foot forward. So is there anything that she needs to be aware of? Be like, hey, if you're going to go stay at a guy's house, don't do this.
Don't critique in a negative way. That's guy or girl. Don't ever go in someone's house and start saying all the shit you don't like about it when you don't know the person that well. You know what I mean?
Lead with positivity.
Well, some people don't like negative energy. And if you're just being a fucking, what's this? What the fuck? And blah, blah, blah. It becomes off a little kind of negative. That's not fun, is it?
No.
Not for me, anyway.
If you're looking to date somebody, you need to throw positivity.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Be nice. Maybe mix that shit in there.
Yeah. A couple of pieces of advice is try to clean out your pipes before you get there.
Oh, you can't have that baby batter in the brain, Virginia.
I don't think you're talking about that pipe.
Oh, got ya.
Yeah.
Jerk off?
That's what you're talking about. But,
no, I think they're saying so you don't have to take a road
Poo.
dump.
Oh, got ya.
If you can, try to...
You're going to be busy. You got to jerk off and poo. Can you do them at the same time?
Gotta clean all the pipes.
That's a serious question. Can you jerk off while you're pooping?
I never attempted it, nor will I, and I don't know. That might be. You might have to Google that
Kevin,
one.
your daughter just walked in the other room. Do you want to
yeah.
answer the question?
You might have to Google that one.
Have you ever jerked off while you pooed?
I don't know why anybody ever would.
You know some fucking
Yeah.
weirdo has. Okay, there's how many people that chat? One person in the chat room's done it. At least one. I would bet my life.
Another thing people are suggesting when you get over there is make sure you don't accidentally leave something behind, because it may look like you did that intentionally to have a reason to come back, and they may feel like, okay, it's a trap. So your toothbrush, toiletries, all that kind of stuff, whatever you take there, make sure you take it away. So it's not like, hey, I might have left my hair there, because that happens too often, and guys like, oh yeah, I see right through that.
I had an ex-girlfriend and we broke up. We were broke up for a while, and it was maybe, I don't know, a month later. And she goes, hey, I need to come over. I'm like, for what? I left a pair of my favorite underwear there. I'm like, your favorite underwear, huh? So she wanted to go there.
And he looked down and he was wearing them.
They weren't her favorite
These?
underwear. It was an excuse, Virginia. So you let her come over to get her underwear?
Did you?
I did not.
Interesting. This girl must have been crazy.
I left them outside.
You left her panties on the porch?
I put them in a bag for her. Trust me. If there would have been a verbal, it would have been. There's a reason why you break up with people. There's a reason why you don't want to see them, because you know if you do see them, it's going to turn into something weird and awkward.
So you had the panties.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you leave it up, you could just now put them on the wolf.
How big was this girl?
I would need big panties for that wolf.
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
I'll bring you some of my leftover maternity panties.
Not to bring everything back to the wolf, but I've kind of have wolf clothing anxiety.
You know
I want to get more clothing for him, but I don't know what the fuck I can put on that thing.
You know what we fucking forgot to do? Put the no-name movie game belt on it.
You forgot to do that.
I had it in my car.
You're the champ. Heartless champ.
Yeah.
We
I
talked
saw the
about
wolf. I
it.
didn't see a belt.
We talked about it and I forgot.
Heartless champ.
I'm going to bring some panties and the belt and I'll put them on him.
Yeah. Just blew it. Missed out on it.
You know where I live. You have the belt.
And I was there yesterday.
Drive your
I went over to pick up all the, because I left stuff behind. Like that girl that left her panties.
She wanted to just see me, Kevin, after the show. She's like, oh, Jaybird.
Oh, I got to come over.
I know, she's hiding in the bushes.
Well, I got a twofer, though. His brother was there, too. I got to see both of them.
And you still left shit there. You left your witch's plate. Your witch's...
I did leave my witch's plate. Damn. I guess I got to come back.
Oh, fuck.
I like to see the fruits of the Juicy Daddy's loin.
Oh, you're weird, man. She's weird. She's gotten weirder, though. I know Kevin agrees with me.
I agree with you.
Yeah. She blames it on menopause. Is that what it is?
No, she was fucking losing it before that.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What should this girl bring to where to sleep in when she goes over? If you haven't done this for a while, what seems normal?
Well, I mean, they're going over there to pork, right? That's what's happening.
I assume it's going to happen.
They've
but
been
then,
dating, so it's probably on deck.
But then do you just not sleep in anything and just stay naked, or do you put something on to sleep in?
Stay naked.
Stay naked?
I mean, if you're not comfortable, put some, I don't know, put a little whatever on. But yeah, let's stay naked. Let's have a fucking sit-in.
I would wear what you normally would wear, but don't wear, like, if it's a ratty moo-moo, don't wear a ratty moo-moo. Wear, like, pajamas if you wear pajamas, or sleep naked if you sleep naked. Make yourself comfortable.
You and Panda don't sleep naked together?
No.
Really?
I am a moo-moo girl. I am always in a fucking moo.
You never sleep naked.
Never.
That is fucking weird.
If I'm naked, it's because I got hammered and he had to undress me and then he lost the will to keep. If
just
I'm
gave up. He's
naked,
like,
it's because things went really
This
awry.
doesn't even feel right.
He goes, oh, fuck, I can't
Yeah,
do
I
it.
can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
You ever sleep naked, Kev?
Not so much anymore, and I used to back in the day. But
Yeah, you used to be a naked sleeper.
I did, but with
before
the-
you had kids.
Yeah, the kids, that changed it all, because that's really weird when the kids come in, you're like, hey, I'm naked
kids.
dad. Yeah. So, yeah, with that, I kept because you never know. It's when a kid could come crashing in and it's just odd. And
They do.
you feel weird.
They bum rush you.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to be naked a lot, not so much. So yeah, with her, and the question would be, let's say you got to get up and go to the bathroom or something like that. Do you want to get up and walk around in front of them naked? To me, I would think like maybe like a pair of panties and a shirt would probably be good to maybe keep handy.
You haven't had sex in a long time, I can tell. If you guys just had sex, you have to go pee. You can get up naked and walk to the bathroom. It's not a big deal.
I think there are a lot of women, though. Would you be comfortable walking naked in front of a guy where he can see you?
A lot of women are self-conscious.
Right.
When you get out of the bed and then you go to stand up, things just hang different.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't know if I want to show this off this way.
I mean, put just some boy shorts on or something.
There you go.
Yeah,
you can
that's what I'm
have just
saying.
panties and a t-shirt is great. Panties
Yeah.
and a t-shirt, I think, is the way to look the least weird.
No one's gonna hate on you because you have a t-shirt and some shorts on. If that's what you want to, if you guys do get busy, because I get it. Some people don't like sleeping naked. So if you had a t-shirt and some boxer shorts on, just don't shit the bed.
Okay. Yeah, Melissa, a lot of ladies are saying, panties and a tee. Seems to be a good way.
Panties and a tee seems good.
Okay.
But again, you need to be comfortable. So if you normally wear panties and a tee, great. If you normally wear a muumuu, it's okay too. But just make sure it's not a ratty muumuu. You got to be comfortable.
Here's some advice from the chat room. Advice: just break up and don't date. It's going to end bad. Fuck, they hate love. they even hate sex, I think.
This is just an overnight sex party. This isn't anything about. Yeah.
Signed, the girl that left panties at Jaybird's house.
Fuck. No.
I didn't like get any action.
Oh, that bitch gave up on love.
No, I think she got married. She's married. And
She's
She doesn't
married.
live in the state anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder who she married after she dated you.
I don't know.
I'd like to see this guy.
I don't. I want nothing to do with this situation. I'm glad it's over.
And then what time should she leave the following day?
I would play everything by. I'm gonna play it by the moment kind of a person and read the room kind of a person. Sometimes you're with somebody and you want to get the fuck out of there real quick, and you know that. Then there's times where you have a great night on Friday and you like it a little bit longer on Saturday and you go with it. Maybe you get lunch. Maybe I think don't have any rules with this.
I would lean. My thought would be I would lean on leaving early unless he brings up something about, hey, let's go get something to eat or let's go run off and do this. If there's like no suggestion, he's just kind of sitting there and it's quiet and weird, then be like, okay, hey, I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're overthinking or if the emailer's overthinking this.
No,
Well-
that's the right advice.
Yeah, it's somebody who just hasn't done it and they're just trying to work this stuff through to say, hey, what are the couple pointers that I need to think of before I go there? And yeah, not leaving anything, what you're going to wear if you get up to go to the bathroom in front of them, what time you need to leave the next day. Those are basically your main staples.
And if he is not saying, here's our plan for today, or here's where we're getting breakfast, or here's what we're going to do next, if he's not making any of those plans, that tells you his mind's not going there, and you probably need to get out of there and then let him process and figure out where he wants to go.
He gets up and walks in the other room, starts playing video games, then you might be like, yeah, I'm going to go.
You sit in his bed and cry, but then you collect your things and leave.
I don't know. I'm seeing it a little bit different than everybody, but I'm
okay,
weird.
what are you seeing,
I
Bert?
think there's so much overthinking on this. I don't think this is going to be a big deal. Let things kind of happen natural. I think everyone knows if you got to move on or get out or just be self-aware.
Some people can't say anything. I think like maybe he would have trouble telling her that he wanted her to go.
Right.
So if he's not making plans with you, that's your signal to go.
If a guy is still all over you and he's snuggling on you and he's rubbing on you and he's laughing with you and you guys are talking,
then hang
I
around.
would ride that out. Ride
Yeah.
that around.
Ride that D.
Ride the D. Ride whatever you want to ride. But
Hang around.
if someone's all of a sudden not talking and they're like, yeah, okay, all right, short with their answer, I feel like you can kind of tell.
Some people can't though, and they need a little help.
Fuck. Then I wouldn't be dating then.
Yeah. So that'd be it. But yeah, if it feels like things are electric the next day, hang around if you feel like it. And if it just feels like awkward and a little bit quiet, get the fuck out.
Exactly. That's it. There's the advice.
All right. Well, got any thoughts or any questions about anything? You can always send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. And if you're wanting to know, we do have a couple of things you need to know here today. Like the artist for today for the Sandals trips is Rihanna. If you download our WRMF app and you listen to us there right now, anytime you hear Rihanna play, tap the track, and you get an entry to go to any Sandals resort, including round-trip airfare from American Airlines. So for your Tuesday, it is Rihanna. Download that app. If you don't have it, just go to your app store and look for WRMF. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.